Hello everyone, how's it going? Remember to sub, trying to get this channel to 2K. So today was a bloodbath if you were working underneath the Xbox division. Microsoft essentially laid off dozens, hundreds probably of employees as of today, permanently closing down multiple studios, the most prominent being Tango Gameworks, which is the company behind The Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo, and of course the critically acclaimed Hi-Fi Rush, which came out last year. So The Evil Within 3 is never going to come out. And you can see a lot of people had choice words about this. I'm just going to skim through a few of these, such as the CEO of Moon Studios, who made Ori the Blind Forest and Ori Will of the Wisps, both games published under Microsoft, which is when he stated today this is why he doesn't want to be owned by Microsoft, because guaranteed if he was under their umbrella, his studio would probably be under the guillotine right now as well. Then we have the co-founder of Arcane stating what he felt about this, and I can't say this because my other video got limited ads, so you can read it right here. But then you also had brain dead comments such as Matt Yubaro. This is the guy who said you should tip publishers an additional fee after you pay $70 for a game because he thought that it would... I don't even know what the hell was going through his mind, because he's a former Blizzard executive. He should know game developers and publishers make more money after the game is released through merchandise. So, yeah, and I guarantee this guy got some sort of golden parachute once he left the company. I don't know if he got laid off or he left. I read that he got laid off, and then some people say that he left the company. Regardless, a Blizzard executive, look at this. Like, I read this once, and I felt like I wanted to throw up in my mouth, because I've been seeing dozens of tweets from people who are looking for employment elsewhere after they just suddenly lost their jobs. And the reason I say they suddenly lost their jobs is because, according to Juicehead, the Redfall DLC was being worked on 5 hours before all of this went down. Like, imagine that you're at your desk working on your game, and then suddenly you get an email that says, oh, we are downsizing the company, and then we're focusing priorities on more profound titles. And you're just like, wait, what does this mean? Oh, it means you're fired, get the hell out. It's like that Mr. Krabs meme. Hello sir, you have just given me my $1 millionth dollar. Cool, what did I win? Nothing. Get out. Wait, what? Get out, you're ruining my moment. And you, for reference, Redfall was supposed to get post-launch content. No, like, here's the thing, I didn't like Redfall. I played through the entire game twice. I tried to get all the achievements, but eventually I just got so burnt out by the game that I just didn't want to play it anymore. But regardless, like, people paid for additional content for this game. I don't know why they would, but they did, and they deserve that content, but that content has been canceled. And according to Microsoft, they're looking for other ways to not refund people, but to give them other offers. I don't know if they're going to give them store credit or something, but this is a little ridiculous. So Redfall will receive no further updates as Microsoft ends all development on the game. In an email to staff announcing that Redfall developer Arcane Austin will be closed, Microsoft announced that the studio's troubled vampire shooter will receive no further updates. Remember, this was being worked on 5 hours prior to that email about the studio closing. Like, imagine that you're working and then suddenly your boss just tells you to get out. I can only imagine the morale at all these studios, not just the people under Bethesda, everyone under Microsoft. Like, I thought Helldivers 2, the Sony situation, was bad. This is a whole new level of bad. Like, we've seen just bloodbath after bloodbath of jobs being cut within the video game industry, within the tech industry in general. And this is just getting worse. Like, I can only imagine why anyone would want to be in a career right now within the video game industry, considering all the things that are happening. So here it is, Redfall's previous update, and it will be the last as we end all development on the game. Reads an internal email. The game and its servers will remain online for players to enjoy and will provide make good offers to players who purchase the Hero DLC. That's the thing, make good offers. I don't even know what the hell that means. You would assume it would mean refunds. Like, give people back their money. You're not giving them the product that they paid for. And the product we're talking about is DLC content as part of the Bite Back Edition, which includes 2 heroes. So players are not getting that who still play this game. And overall, this is just even more devastating, because now that all of this is transpiring, as a customer, would you trust Microsoft moving forward, all things considered? Because you paid for this. You thought you would get the content that you paid for, and suddenly you're not. getting it anymore. We're not talking about a Kickstarter game. We're talking about a AAA developed and published title. Yes, it was a flop, but you deserve the content that you paid for, and if you're not getting that, there shouldn't be even an option about make good offers to players. It should be like you get your damn money back. No questions asked. So overall, I don't even know how they ever thought this would be a good idea. This is not just ripping the band-aid off. This is like ripping the band-aid off and then stabbing someone into the stomach. Like, dear God, this is just absolutely horrible. And you can see here Phil Spencer's trending and all this. Like, this right here is just the cherry on top. This statement right here from a true executive. Like, looking at this, look, I understand that jobs have to be cut. When you work in management, it's one of the most thankless jobs you can possibly imagine. Sorry, I just had to calm down. It just gets me really angry because I've worked in game journalism for over 10 years. And in that time, I've met a lot of people from indie developers to AAA publishers and developers. And these are people who depend on this income. It's not like they can just drop and just go to another studio. There are a lot of things that go into this, and the fact that people have lost their livelihoods, people who are not executives, people who don't get multi-million-dollar pay bonuses and just get like golden parachutes. So when I see stuff like this, it just really just, yeah, it just hurts me on a profound level. Look, like before I got like really overwhelmed, I get being management is very difficult. Sometimes you have to make the hard choices. That's why I never took a management job when I worked in retail or fast food, despite them asking me to like take over as manager or temporary manager until they find someone else. It's because of things like you have to fire people, and sometimes that person really needs that job. They have a family, kids, something, and I get it. It's a very difficult situation, but when you post shit like this, like he literally had to say nothing, just say nothing, and instead he decided to say this to people in a time where food prices are skyrocketing, rent is skyrocketing. I'm trying not to get political, but all of this does impact these people, and suddenly, just like that, they have to find a new job while they were freaking already at work trying to deliver on content for a game they didn't know was going to be universally canceled and their studio shut down. I can only imagine what Tango Gameworks was also working on. Like, suddenly they just get this email saying, yeah, get the hell out, whatever you're working on, it's canceled, goodbye. I wouldn't be surprised if that's also what happened, because this was just so sudden that, God, it's just like, I can't imagine what it'd be like to working at Microsoft right now if you're in any of these development studios. Ninja Theory, Double Fine, oh my God, dear God. Like, I really hope that nothing bad happens to them, but yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. This is just so depressing. I really wanted the Evil Within 3, but unless a company like Capcom buys it, like buys the IP, which I doubt Microsoft is gonna let them buy it, but you know, we'll see how things go. Well, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm so depressed by this. Bye.